My name is Elizabeth Gulugulu. I'm based in Harare, the capital city of Zimbabwe, which is in the southern part of Africa. I am a young lady who is interested in the linkages of agriculture and climate change, so I have been advocating for sustainable practices when it comes to the agriculture sector. I also co-lead the agriculture working group under the children and youth constituency to the UNFCCC, so most of my work has been on climate smart agriculture and agroecological practices. I work with a group of young people called African Youth Initiative on Climate Change here in Zimbabwe. This is a platform whereby young people came together and realized the environmental degradation that is happening, and also my job, to be specific, is the programs manager. But I've been working, concentrating so much on sustainable agriculture, like I previously mentioned. Under our projects, one of the projects that we are working on is coming up with fish farming initiatives that can benefit the local communities and improving sustainable livelihoods. We're also partnering with the Environmental Management Agency, Kuimbashiri, in trying to come up with organic fertilizer from water hyacinth. So those are some of the work that we've been doing. Like I said, we mainly promote sustainable agricultural practices. So as a way of reducing the use of chemicals in the atmosphere, the use of fertilizers that we are putting in our fields, we are trying to come up with organic fertilizers and organic material that is good for our crops, good for our health at the end of the day. I find out that with the effects of climate change, they've actually affected us here in the southern part of Africa. We have gone for years experiencing droughts. So as a way of people improving their yields, as they're practicing their agriculture, they've been using different kinds of chemicals, some of them hazardous, different kinds of fertilizers that are not actually good for little organisms that you find in the soil. So trying to educate people and make them aware of the effects of climate change and what they should do in order to adapt, telling people how to practice sustainability. It's a bit difficult because at the end of the day, they are focusing on how they can increase their yields. So this is some of the challenges that we've been experiencing, but you find out that through the use of chemicals, it actually contributes more to climate change. The sprays which are being used for different kinds of pesticide, they contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. This same hazardous spray, they actually affect the pollinators, and you all know that without the pollinator there is no food. So these are some of the things that we've been trying to advocate for, that we've been trying to educate the community about. It has not yet been easy because people are still trying to understand, and the concept of climate smart agriculture and practicing agroecological practices is still a new concept to most people. So the message is not really accepted and appreciated, but we keep on teaching them. We do not have to stop, because at the end of the day, this has to do with our lives. If we do not have sustainable environments, we might end up not having sustainable food systems. One of the major highlights of our agriculture engagement was when we did the information dissemination in the peri-urban. This was in 2016. We managed to reach out to more than 400 communities when we were educating them about best practices of climate smart agriculture. But it did not stop there. We've been engaging young people on how they can come up with their green businesses, as we are talking about coming up and building greener economies. We feel like this is a journey where young people should tap in. Young people should come up with innovative ideas. Young people should actually take advantage of the situation, whatever is happening, be it climate change, but there are a lot of opportunities that are there. So we've been encouraging them to come up with green businesses, green ideas that can be upskilled at the end of the day. I'll give you an example. In one of the areas that we went, which is in Chimanimani, we have a group of young people that are into apiculture, that are harvesting honey. When we went there, we were sort of like educating them and showing them some opportunities that are there in the honey business. There are a lot of opportunities that are there. I mean, they can export their honey. Honey is used to make cosmetics. We're giving them those ideas. So it will be up to them if they want to upskill or not. And we're also giving them ideas on how they can actually make use of non-timber forest products as a way of livelihoods. So this has been quite interesting, and you find out that all these falls under climate smart agriculture, because at the end of the day, we're talking about having climate smart businesses. We're talking about having sustainability. We're talking about a green growth. We're talking about a green economy, and young people should be part of the journey. I think young women should understand that, the agriculture space is so broad, and you can actually contribute one way or the other. For example, I'm more into policy formulation, I'm more into contributing to policy, engaging decision leaders. But you can be on the more production side, you can be a farmer. There are a lot of things that you can do within the agricultural value chain. So, the thing I love about being a woman is being capable to conserve. You find out that women, they can conserve when it comes to water. They know how to conserve water. They know how to harvest fruits sustainably. Women, they are so hardworking. So, being accompanied by the term women, it's actually a privilege, and also being able to conceive.